I can't say what that looks like. All right, here's some of the snaps that we've been seeing, and we're just going to cycle through these. This is the one that I mentioned earlier that I think was from the balcony of the museum. That's kind of the best overlook of Pennsylvania Avenue.
And obviously those crowds, as it gets more dense and congested, is closer to where the stage is, which is at 3rd Northwest.
And this isn't a reflection of right now. This is a reflection of when these snaps were taken. And we don't have a timestamp up there. About an hour ago, Dory's telling us, this one says we need change and we need it now.
And we are about 20 minutes away from the start.
Yes.
Yeah, the countdown's on.
Right. Yeah, so, and just to let you know, once the rally gets underway, you're going to fortunately hear less from us and more from the speakers, the performers, the musicians who will be taking the stage there, the young students from Parkland and from the performers. They include Lin-Manuel Miranda,
Ariana Grande,
Demi
Common,
Lovato, Miley
Rapper
Cyrus
Common's
is
gonna be out there. Jennifer Hudson
is,
yeah,
right.
Quite a few people. And if
here's Metro.
I've also seen a ton of Metro stations that are getting packed, or at least the trains especially. They are running at rush hour schedule, and you're still seeing them this packed. That means trains every 2 minutes. I did want to point out, too, obviously this is called March for Our Lives, and originally it did start as a march. They were going to go from one place to another, and then it just grew to become so big that there is no march from one place. It's just a mass of people, right, that are covering all of Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah. This is something that I pinned to Snap. These are a couple of signs on trucks that went by. Hopefully you had a chance to see those. On the March for Our Lives website, there are even signs that people could print out and bring with them. Everyone has taken the opportunity to either do that or make their own signs and come down there. And for the most part, too, the signs that we're seeing appear to be respectful, not profane. Sometimes we have these protests, these rallies, when you have people with these objectionable signs that when you see our reporters out there on the streets and these people are behind them, are like, hey, we can't show that on TV.
Right.
You know?
Well, I've gotten nervous every time our reporters have gone just up to someone randomly. They haven't read their sign yet. We're reading it with them. And they all have been pretty respectful, very creative, and everyone's has been different. I really haven't seen a repeat sign from what we've been shown, at least.
Again, this rally, one of 800 that is happening all over the world right now. This, of course, the largest, and we say that they've been anticipating upwards of 500,000 people. We certainly won't know until it's over whether or not they came close to or even possibly exceeded that number. Interestingly enough, on Twitter right now, there's a couple of hashtags that I've just been